Hello everyone, this is Zahid Bashir. I am a trainer for qualitative and quantitative data analysis. Uh, this is the online session for NVIVO 14. This is the 12th day, and we were discussing previously the grounded theory, research, design, process, and application. Myself, Zahid Bashir, I am a faculty member at Department of Commerce, University of Gujarat, and PhD scholar in Delhi College of Commerce, University of Punjab, Lahore. So previously, I have discussed some details about the grounded theory procedure. I have discussed the brief introduction. I have discussed the meaning and definition of the theory, the grounding theory process in the detail, the data collection procedure, the data analysis procedure. I have discussed a lot of things about it. Today, I am going to discuss the further considerations that we could not cover previously. We have covered the data collection in our last session. So the last session was about the data analysis technique, a technique for grounded theory. So today I am going to discuss the next part, which is related with validity and reliability in grounded theory. How can we confirm that the analysis we have executed through grounded theory is valid and reliable? So there are some certain things that you need to confirm in order to make your analysis of grounded theory valid and reliable. So what are those processes and what is the specific details of those processes? Validity and reliability are crucial concepts in grounded theory research. So as they are in any form of scientific inquiry. So in grounded theory, validity refers to the degree to which the findings accurately represent the phenomena being studied. So while reliability refers to the consistency and dependability of the research process and findings. So you need to understand that your research phenomena accurately represent represent by grounded theory. So it make it valid. So let's delve deeper into the concepts and provide examples. So validity in grounded theory, how it can be tested. Validity in grounded theory is concerned with ensuring that the generated theory accurately reflect the experiences and perspective of the participants and phenomena under study. So, what are the further considerations? There are some strategies that you need to employ in order to enhance the validity. What 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 are these strategies? You need to understand some common strategies that are required for considering the validity and reliability. So, constant comparison is a strategy that you can apply in grounded theory research to validate your results. The second thing is triangulation. The third procedure is member checking. So these three procedures are required in grounded theory in order to validate your results, your findings. So what are the specific details of these three strategies? So you need to understand one by one. Constant comparison involves comparing data collected at different times or from different sources to identify pattern, themes, and relationships. So you need to compare your collected data in different point in time or through different sources. If they are giving the same results in different points in times, it means your findings are valid and reliable. So by constantly comparing data, researcher can ensure that emerging theory accurately represent the data. The second thing that you need to understand for validating your grounded theory results is triangulation. So what does it mean? What is triangulation? So triangulation involves using multiple data sources like you collect data from a number of sources or a number of procedures, like you collect some data through interview, you collect some data ob- through observing the participants, you analyze documents, you conduct focus group discussion. So you collect data relating to a particular phenomena from different sources, and all the sources are giving the similar themes or patterns. So it makes your findings validated by grounded theory. So in constant comparison, you are focusing on different time periods. You are collecting, you may be collecting data from same sources in different times period, and they are giving the similar results. It means through constant comparison, your grounded theory is valid. In triangulation, you are collecting data from multiple sources, like through interview, through participant observation, through document analysis, through focus group discussion, and they are giving the similar results or similar findings. So it means grounded theory is validated. The third strategy was member checking. Member checking involves sharing the preliminary finding with participants to verify their accuracy and interpretation. So whenever you find some results, you need to share those results with your participants. So they will verify the accuracy and interpretation of those results. So this process allow participants to provide feedback and ensure that their perspectives are accurately represented in the final theory. So this is how you can validate your grounded theory findings. So these are the three strategies that you can apply in order to validate your grounded theory. So example includes example of validity in grounding theory. In a study exploring the experiences of caregiver for individuals with Alzheimer's disease, the researcher conduct interview with caregiver, observe caregiving interactions, and review relevant literature. So he is collecting data from multiple sources. He is interviewing the caregiver, he's observing the caregiver, and he's also reviewing the literature. So it is the researcher is collecting data from multiple sources. So through constant comparison and triangulation, the researcher identify common themes such as emotional stress, coping mechanism, and sports needs. So member checking is then used to validate these findings by presenting them to caregiver for feedback. So after you have found some results, you can share these results with your participants as a member checking procedure. So you can collect data from multiple sources. You can collect data in multiple time periods to relate your results as a constant comparison, and multiple sources as a triangulation. And what you have found, you can give them to your participants to get their feedback regarding results in order to validate your grounding theory. So what is reliability and how it is verified using grounding theory? So reliability in grounding theory refers to the consistency and dependency of the research process and finding. It ensures that the research can be replicated or repeated by other researchers. So it means reliability means that whatever you have researched using qualitative procedure, it can be replicated or repeated by other researchers to obtain similar results. So several strategies are employed to enhance reliability. So how can you check? The first procedure is audit trials. So keeping detailed record of the research process, including data collection, analysis, and decision making. The the network was temporarily unconnected. Now I am connected again. So I am starting again the same thing. I was discussing about the audit trials. It means that you keep the record of your research process, how you collected data, how you analyze data, how you made decisions, so that the other researcher can trace the steps taken to replicate your studies. The next thing that you need to understand in a procedure to check the reliability of your grounded theory is basically peer debriefing. So what does it mean and how you can check the peer debriefing? It means seeking feedback from colleagues or expert in the field can help identify the potential biases or errors in the research process and ensure that the findings are credible. So you need to have some peer debriefing. It means that you need to take the expert opinion regarding whatever you have found, whether your results are consistent, whether your findings or interpretation. The internet was basically disturbing again and again. All right, I am using again the procedure. I was discussing about peer debriefing, that you need to take expert advice from your peer, your colleagues, in order to have the clarity about what you are applying as a procedure. The next thing is intercoder reliability. What does it mean? In studies involving coding of qualitative data, multiple coders independently analyze the data and then compare their results to ensure consistency in coding decision. So sometimes you may have multiple coders. It means the area that or the research which you are using coding, like you are coding some initial codes from the transcribed data. There may be some other person who are also coding the data in the same way. So you need to share your codes with those, or you need to discuss your codes with them in order to consider the intercoder reliability of your data. So, example of reliability in grounding theory. So, in a study examining of the process of organizational change, multiple researchers independently analyze the same set of interview transcripts using grounded theory coding technique. They can compare their coding decisions to assess intercode reliability. So, this is how, when multiple researchers can share their codes or discuss their codes with each other, so you can confirm the reliability of your grounded theory using intercoder reliability. So consistent coding decision across researcher indicate the reliability of coding process. So what are the advantages of using grounding theory? What are the benefits of using grounding theory? So grounding theory is a qualitative research methodology that aims to develop theories or understanding from the data, rather than starting with a preconceived theory or a hypothesis. So in case of grounding theory, you may not have any preconceived theory or hypothesis. Rather, you may have some objective, then you collect data, and then you analyze data to generate your hypothesis, and from those hypotheses you are going to generate a theory. So here are several advantages of using grounding theory. The first one is flexibility. Grounding theory allows researchers to be flexible in their approach to data collection and analysis. They can adopt their methods based on emerging insights, allowing for a more organic and responsive research process. The second thing is holistic understanding. Grounding theory helps researchers develop a holistic understanding of the phenomena under study by exploring multiple perspectives and contexts. So this approach often leads to rich and nuanced findings. Theory development. It will help you to develop a theory particularly useful for generating new theories or refining existing ones. You can also refine the existing theories. So by systematically analyzing data without preconceptions, researchers can uncover patterns and relationships that contribute to the theory building. So in-depth exploration, it enables researcher to conduct in-depth exploration of social processes, behaviors, and interaction within their natural context. This can lead to a deeper understanding of the complex social phenomena. So, what are the next one? That is methodological rigor. Although grounded theory is flexible, it is also emphasized methodological rigor. Uh, what does it mean, methodological rigor? It means that through systematic data collection and analysis procedure, researcher can ensure the reliability and validity of their findings. So the next advantage is practical applicability. Grounding theory research often result in findings that have practical implication for real world setting. So this can be valuable for informing policy, practice, or further research. So participant perspective, grounding theory prioritize the perspective and experience of participant by closely examining participant accounts and interactions. Researcher can capture the complexity of live experiences. Iterative process, grounding theory encourages an iterative research process where data collection, analysis, and theory development occur in a cyclic manner. So this iterative approach allows researchers to refine their understanding over time. Suitability for exploratory research. Grounding theory is well suited for exploratory research where you need to explore some phenomena. So where the aim is to gain a deeper understanding of the relatively underexplored topic. So it allows researcher to explore the unknown or generate hypotheses for further investigation. Interdisciplinary applications. So grounding theory can be applied across various disciplines. It is not only related to sociology, marketing, or management research. It is interdisciplinary, uh, applied in sociology, psychology, anthropology, nursing, education, management studies, business studies, marketing research, finance research, accounting research. So wherever you are going to generate some hypothesis or you are going to refine existing theory or you want to generate a new theory, you are going to use the grounding theory approach. So its flexibility and focus on understanding social processes make it adaptable to diverse research contexts. In addition to advantages, there are some challenges, there are some limitations that you need to understand in relation to grounding theory. What are those challenges and what are the limitations with reference to grounding theory? So while grounding theory offers numerous advantages, it also comes with a set of challenges. Here are some of the common challenges associated with grounding theory. The first one is time consuming. The grounding theory process requires iterative process. So it is very time consuming. It stops when you are experiencing that no new themes are coming from the iterative process. So it may continue for a for a long period of time. So grounding theory research can be time consuming due to the iterative nature of the data collection and analysis. So researcher may need to spend significant amount of time in the field collecting data, describing interview and analyzing the data to identify the pattern and develop theory. It is complex analysis. It is not easy for everyone. The process of analyzing qualitative data in grounding theory can be complex and requires high level of skills and expertise. So researchers need to engage in constant comparison. That is basically a type of validity, coding and data categorization of the data, which can be challenging and particularly novice for novice researcher or new researcher. Subjectivity. Despite efforts to maintain objectivity, grounding theory research is inherently subjective. It means it is based on the subjective opinion. Researcher biases, assumptions, and interpretation may influence the data collection and analysis process, so potentially impacting the validity and reliability of the finding. So a researcher may be biased, and there are a lot of subjective assumptions that can basically influence the validity and reliability of the findings. So there are some theoretical sensitivity issues also. So developing theoretical sensitivity or ability to recognize and interpret patterns in data can be challenging for researchers, especially those new to qualitative research. It requires a deep understanding of the research context and ability to discern meaningful patterns amidst diverse data. There are some other challenges too. Uh, there may be an issue of data saturation. So achieving data saturation where no new information or themes emerge from the data can be difficult, especially in the complex or rapidly changing environment. Researcher may need to continually collect data to ensure they capture the full range of perspective and experiences related to phenomena under study. Theory construction. Constructing theory from the qualitative data in grounding theory research requires careful consideration and validation. The researcher must justify their practical claims based on empirical evidence while remaining open to alternative interpretation and combating theories. There might be an issue of generalizability also. Grounding theory emphasizes the development of theory grounded in specific context rather than aiming for generalizable findings. As such, the applicability of the grounding theory finding to the other context or population may be limited. So it means that if you are collecting data relevant to a specific context or relevant to a specific population, your findings may not be generalized to other context or population. So it raises the issue of generalizability, which means there might be an issue of external validity here. The next thing is ethical consideration. Ethical issues such as ensuring participant confidentiality, obtaining informed consent, and managing potential harm are paramount in grounding theory research. So researcher must navigate these ethical considerations while maintaining maintaining the integrity of the research process. So resource constraint is another issue here. So grounding theory research may require significant resources, including time, funding, and the assess analysis, potentially impacting the quality of the research. The next or the last one is integration with existing literature. Integrating grounding theory findings with existing literature and practical framework can be challenging, particularly if the finding challenge or diverge from the established theory. Researchers must carefully consider how their finding contribute to extend or challenge existing knowledge in the field. So these are some of the challenges that you need to understand with reference to grounding theory. So today we have covered the grounding theory process. We have discussed grounding theory in detail, and what is remaining in the content list that we will cover from Monday. There are certain things that are remaining in the list. We have covered the grounding theory research design as well as the grounding theory based qualitative data analysis. The remaining things that we will cover on Monday is thematic analysis and content analysis. And in the next week, I will discuss the basic consideration that would be, or the prerequisite that would be required before starting the NVIVO procedure for qualitative data, because we might have a 40 days, 14 days trial period with NVIVO. So we need to complete some of the procedure before installation of NVIVO. Like we need to code our data, and we need to define some preliminary procedure in order to complete the NVIVO. So do you have any question? Somigul, do you have any question relevant to today's discussion? If you have any question, you can ask, or we should conclude today's discussion, and we will meet on Monday. So Somigul says no, there is no issue regarding today's discussion. So let's conclude today's discussion. We have discussed uh, completely the grounded theory research, and next time we on Monday, because there is a weekend break for Saturday and Sunday, so We will cover the next part like thematic analysis, content analysis, and discourse analysis on Monday and Tuesday for our next session. So thank you very much for joining and stay blessed.